Film. The ability to convey different scenarios and portray a multitude of characters, whether it's directly from a popular novel or an expression of the creative mind. Film allows those to transform the imagination into visual representation. But what differs these films from one another? Is it the reenactment of particular events, or is it the impression left on one's mind? These are all elements of art cinema. Art cinema is perfectly described by Nadalianis as art cinema is difficult to define to a specific point. Art cinema can be considered to have a fluid-like form as it's constantly changing and vastly diverse. Art films all contain similarities with one another, but also show large differences from each other, including but not restricted to the narrative of the film. So, how does 400 Blows reflect these characteristics of art cinema? Suddenly, the dying man rose up and shot a lightning glance at his terrified children. His hair stood on end and his eyebrows arched. His face brightened with a sublime look. He shouted, "Archimedes' famous word, Eureka, I've found it." This is an extract of dialogue from the film 400 Blows, where the teacher reads the main character Doinel's essay, which has some form of connection to the French novelist and playwright Honoré de Balzac. Doinel is immediately accused of simply plagiarizing his essay and is thus sent to the principal. However, Doinel runs away to avoid punishment. This scene gives us a little glimpse of insight regarding Doinel's character. We can see he is one of the many rebellious teens. Doinel is by no means an ideal student, but he is simply a kid living his life trying to get enjoyment when he can. The film explores this theme of rebellious youth when following the actions of Doinel. In relation to this theme, the characters within the film are not necessarily all good, but nor all bad. Doinel is rebellious, steals from others, and bullies another kid in school, but is still greatly naive. The mother is cheating on the husband, and the husband is quick to aggression and rather stubborn. These are all aspects closely related to real-life dynamics within people and families. The film brings these aspects of life to the film and portrays them in such a way it creates a strong connection of understanding and familiarity to the audience. We see Doinel continue down this path of rebellion as it progressively intensifies beyond simple rebellion, to the point of criminal activity. 400 Blows shows very specific styles of narrative seen in art cinema. It is shot within the real world and not pieced together in a studio set. It also plays with themes experienced by a vast amount of people, such as struggle for money, rebellion, and even a rocky family dynamic. Even with the father quick to anger, he still has moments of pure joy interacting with Doinel, and the mother, regardless of having an affair, still shows her love for Doinel at times. The film also shows the far extent of which rebellion and troubled youth can lead to, such as criminal activity and even a behavioral corrections facility. The film 400 Blows has such a significant impact on the nation with its instant success. Dark explains how it helped kickstart a whole new genre known as French New Wave. Dark also elaborates on this point by explaining how French New Wave demonstrated films can still have exciting, dynamic, and innovative elements while not being connected to any established production system. But French New Wave also made a large rise due to the other filmmakers who were quite young at the time, being critics, theorists, and/or historians. In 1948, a rather influential and inspirational article was written by Alexandre Astruc. Alexandre was a French film critic and published this article Camera Stylo. Astruc claimed that film was exactly like a language of its own. It could be complex or simple. It was a means for artists to truly express themselves however they see fit. The 400 Blows reflects art cinema and French New Wave in the way the director conveys emotions, specific themes, and ideas in cinema. 400 Blows exceeded at showing there is so much more to cinema than simply filming a script. It shows film can be emotional and complex. The use of location-based scenes instead of studio sets and non-professional actors. The way Truffaut expresses the embodiment of freedom when Doinel is running away to the beach at the end of the film. 400 Blows shows it's not just some transparent film, but instead has all these layers that works the human mind, making the film far more engaging for the audience, and overall, a far more enjoyable film to watch.